So James, a great victory there in race 1 at Snet, and you got a great start up there. It was a good drive.
Yeah, mega start. Whether it's a good start or a bad start, the race is all about the start, you know. So yeah, it's good that we got a good one, and yeah, that obviously just made the race from there, you know. So yeah, really good start, and the team gave me a really good car. So yeah, nice and fast during the race as well.
How tricky is it to get the car off the line, and what was the start like up there? Was it extra grippy on your side of the grid?
I wouldn't say extra grippy. I know exactly why I got a good start, and it wasn't anything to do with me. It was to do with the others. So I've been doing this trick for a little bit now. So yeah, I won't say anything. Don't want to give it away, but no, yeah, it was a good start, and yeah, nothing to do with like grip. If anything, it should be a bit grippy on the other side, you know. So, but yeah, it's not too hard to get a good start. Well, consistently at least. But, yeah.
Is it difficult with the clutch control to bog down off the line?
Yeah, sure. I think the hardest thing is if you've got too much wheel spin, you know, your dash is telling you to change gear already, but it's just because the wheels are spinning. So, you know, you've got to really listen out for it and feel for it, which is hard to do. But then try and hope you click second at the right point. But yeah, that's probably the hardest bit.
And Matthew Rees was challenging you the whole race. What was it like under that pressure?
Yeah, it was okay, to be honest. Like a couple of times we got a little bit, felt a little bit, but you know, I've been in these situations before. I knew where he was quicker, I knew where I was quicker, so I knew if I just stayed the same, nothing would happen, you know. So yeah.
So Joseph, a P16 in race 1, it just looks so tricky up there with such a technical circuit in the dirty air. But you're not leading the championship anymore, but still good points.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, it's we were always struggling this weekend. I think I've always struggled around here just as a driver, and I think we've done quite okay. I think the pace that we had as a team throughout practice on Thursday and Friday, we were quite weak, and I think going into qualifying we found a lot, and I think, you know, it's definitely a lot better than what we were expecting for this weekend, especially at the end of Friday. So, you know, I'm pretty happy. Obviously, I wanted more. I always want more, unless I'm at the front where I can't get any more. So, you know, it's one of those. I'm pretty happy with P6. I wanted more, but it's just one of those. You can't always get everything right 100% of the time. But I'll look through what I could have done better and things like that, and I'll make sure that I don't leave anything on the table if that situation happens again.
How important was it that neither Dunn or Voisin managed to get the win up there, and your teammate Matthew Rees got on the podium?
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, Dunn and Voisin are the ones that are pretty close to me at the moment. Obviously, Voisin's now in front. I don't think Dunn will be, but he won't be far behind. So, you know, it's still all to play for. Them not being at the front was pretty helpful for me. Obviously, P6 isn't ideal, especially when you want to try and be leading the championship. But luckily, they were only third and fourth. So, you know, it could have been worse, like I say, and you know, we finished, we got points, and I think that's what we can take from it. You know, sometimes you can't always win every race. So, you know, after this weekend, we've got some very good rounds coming up, and hopefully we can pick up some more points in the next 2 races, and then hopefully we'll be back at the front for after this.
P3 in race 1 at Snetterton, very competitive up there and very close. But was it just tricky to pass in the dirty air?
Yeah, I mean, it's I think just the nature of this track with this car, it is very difficult to overtake, especially, you know, just the nature of this layout with a lot of medium speed corners into low speed corners. It does make it tricky to get close to somebody and make a pass. So yeah, no, I mean, the start is kind of a lot around here, as we saw in that race. So yeah, a little bit shame about the start. I got, you know, a little bit boxed in. I didn't get the best of starts, but no, otherwise really good. I think our pace was very good, but yeah, no, it's tough out there. You know, there's a lot of teams, a lot of cars, a lot of good drivers that you know, can all fight for the win. I don't think anybody really expected James Headley to, you know, start 4th or 5th wherever he was and end up winning. So, you know, it's very unexpected, and I think what we're doing right now is kind of pretty perfect, and just, you know, scoring podiums after podiums is, you know, what we got to do. So yeah.
And what's your take on the start? It looked really chaotic on the first couple of corners.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess it always is a bit like that. But then I think just the front row didn't have the best of starts, and I guess the second row had a better one than us. So I guess naturally it kind of all bottlenecks into one, especially with turn 1 being a high-speed corner. You know, you're nearly flat out in qualifying. So yeah, it does bottleneck a lot, and it quickly tightens up on the exit. So yeah, very easy to drop a wheel or make a mistake.